What's up, peeps? Today I'm going to show you the art of centering, and this one is going to help you whether you play ranked and multiplayer, whether you play Warzone, whatever it is. This one's going to help you to win more gunfights and improve your aim. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into this video. And as well, special shout out to my newest members who give me a huge extra support to the channel, and you can become one for as low as 99 cents a month. Link is in the description. So I've got 3 easy tips that, again, I'm pretty sure no one has ever given to you before on centering. And the first one is one that I actually talked about in my how to improve your aim, but again, I'm going to touch a little bit on here because I feel it's pretty important. And number one is going to be memorize and know the layout of the building that you are about to go in. So for example, if I'm about to go in here in this doorway here, I know that there is a hallway there, an entry to the hallway there, and an entry to the hallway there. So what I'm going to do is I'm approaching here, my centering is I'm going to aim where I believe there could be an enemy, right? That's the prime important thing of centering. You want to aim where you believe the enemy is going to be. So instead of walking in like this, what I'm going to do is walk like this. And what happens? Look at that. Where I open the door, my aim without even moving anything is already on point where I want it to be. Again, you want to kind of like aim at an angle so they can't shoot you from here. And then from here, you want to move to the right. Again, we're going to go into the stairs here. And now as I'm walking and going up to the stairs, I'm moving my aim up a little bit. So again, that's why it's very important just to know the layout of the map, because again, if you're going to be walking on over here, you know there's a window here. So it's kind of like before you peek, you know where the window is. So that's what's just very important. Again, it just comes through playing the maps or playing Ashika Island or whatever map you play, just comes with you by the more you play it, the more you will know what is behind that wall. Now let's go with the tip number 2, which is just the general movements of how you want to center. So one of the important things is like when you're ADSing, right, and you think there's going to be somebody there, how should you ADS, right? Like, should you aim at their feet? Should you aim at their chest? Or should you aim at their head? And this answer is actually a little bit complicated. There is 2 answers for this. So if you have an iron sight, I would suggest you aiming at the chest level, so somewhere around here. And the reason is because iron sights is whatever is right on that iron sight is where the bullet is going to shoot. The problem is that you got the whole body of the gun below it, right? So if you're aiming at somebody's head and they go and do the drop shot, that body of the gun is right there covering the whole person's body. So if they do a quick drop shot or a quick crouch movement, anything like that, it can be pretty hard for you to kind of like detect where the enemy went. That's why sometimes you're like, God damn, like where did this dude go? He's just drop shotting. So whenever you have iron sights, I suggest to aim at the chest, and this will give you a little bit more time in case the guy crouches or anything like that, so that you can adjust accordingly to where he is going. Now, that's why red dot sights are actually really, really good. If you have a red dot sight, let me show you right here. Let me put a red dot on. So now here, if I have a red dot, as you guys can see, the dot is quite a bit above that iron sight. So I can aim at somebody's head, and if he goes for the crouch or the drop shot or anything like that, I've got a lot more visibility. So if you really want to improve your basically like the closer gunshots and the gunfights and everything like that, and improve that centering and try to go for somebody's head, then I would suggest using sights. Any optic, anything like that will always be great, again, just because of that reason that I explained. It's going to be a lot easier to follow the body. Again, here, look, the floor is right below. So all I have to do is this, and I know if he drop shot or not. So again, just go with that. Now, I'm just going to show you a general sense of how I go through hallways, go through stairs, and go through doors, and where your crosshairs should be positioned, right? So again, let's just say pretend we're going to go into this building. We're going to go up the stairs and go around in the bottom of the stairs. So what I would do first here is walk like this, and I know there's a door here. So this is the primary area of target. So when I open the door, as you guys can see, my aim should be right on point. Now, as I'm going to go over here with stairs, you want to follow the movement of the stairs. So as you're going up the stairs, don't go like this, like don't push like this. Whereas as you're going up the stairs, you want to go like this in case somebody's right there. All you have to do, ADS, and you're right on target. Again, go like this. And as you're walking up the stairs, you move your aim upwards. And again, as you are going up the stairs, then you start moving your aim downwards, right? Don't keep walking like this with your aim up. So as you're going up the stairs, bring your aim downwards. And again, here we know there's a set of doors behind that, so we're gonna go like this, and as you guys can see, right on point. Now we got the 2 windows on the side, so what we want to do is aim like this, then we got to go like that and aim the corner. So that's pretty much how you want to do it. Now, another very important thing that you want to know is whenever you're jumping out of a building, anything like that, and you see people there, this one's a little bit harder. You got to master your sensitivity, but you just really got to be sure that as you're going outside of the window, you're aiming down, and as you're dropping, your aim should be moving up towards that target. So we're going to try to practice that here. The way you can practice that is by dropping and then try to shoot in the same spot that you're trying to land your shots in. So let's say you got a guy right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to drop and then simulate that we're dropping. As you guys can see, pretty tight shots. We missed a couple shots over here, but overall we did shoot where we wanted to. Again, you can just practice that over and over. Just make sure that whenever you're going to drop, you follow your aim through it. Again, that just comes with practice, and you just want to make sure that your sensitivity is not that fast, because if it is kind of fast and you can't really control it, then that's where you're going to be missing shots all over the place. Now, a quick little setting tip that will help you with this. If you guys notice here, as I'm running, your crosshair, you get a little dot in the middle of your screen, and even in bright places, it's kind of hard to see. Like right now, it's kind of hard to see. In darker areas, you can kind of see that. So as you guys can see, when I run, I only get that little dot. Well, you can actually make this little dot a little bit larger. So we're going to go into settings, we're going to go interface, and all the way at the bottom in the advanced interface settings, we got this one called center dot. Now we're going to turn it on, and you got different sizes here. So we can go with larger or largest. So we're going to go with larger, and as you guys can see there, it kind of like emphasizes that dot a little bit more, making it a lot easier to see, and this will definitely help you out with your centering. This isn't really, it says it helps with motion sickness, but I do think it helps with centering because again, that dot is just going to be significantly bigger. Now, you can actually go with a larger dot, but just do be aware that maybe if you're a little bit far away, so like if you're over here and you got a guy head glitching there, the dot may be a little bit too big that you just don't even see the enemy's head. So that's why I would probably suggest going with the larger one. So the one in the middle, and this one you can probably see somebody's head. Again, it's really only they're far away, but again, yeah, this little dot here will help you significantly with the centering, as it'll make it a lot easier to spot where you are aiming. And now I'm going to show you a way to practice it if you do have Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, and I'm pretty sure you haven't heard this tip before. So go ahead and select obviously the smallest map, go into the game rules and enter the bot setup, and put 5 bots, put them at recruit. Again, you don't really want that difficulty. What you're going to do is you're going to go here into player, you're going to put max health at 300, you're going to enable armor as well, and you're going to put the max amount of points that you can with armor, because we want our bots to have the maximum amount of health. And I'll show you guys what we're going to do right now. Now, you could still do this one, I guess, if you want to play in DMZ, but the point is, what I'm going to try to do right now is we're gonna kill the bots, but the only way that you can kill them is with hipfire, because I think the biggest problem that people have with the centering is that it's their hipfire, right? Obviously, once they're aimed in, then they can kind of adjust, but the biggest and the most important thing when it comes to centering is to have your hipfire crosshairs as closest to that enemy as possible. So what we're gonna do here is you're literally just gonna play, and all you're gonna do though is shoot hipfire. That's the only thing you're gonna do. You are not going to ADS. What is this gonna force you? Well, this is gonna force you to have your aim ready where the enemy is gonna be, right? Because that's the only thing you're not gonna rely on ADS, anything like that. And again, because centering really just comes with practice. I mean, that's really the most important thing that when it comes to centering. I'd suggest obviously use kind of like an SMG that has the most amount of ammo on it, so you can kind of practice it. But again, as you guys can see there, just go ahead and start cruising around the map and just shoot bots with the hipfire. This one's gonna help you out significantly again, and after a while, after you practice, you'll notice that you just, you have your crosshairs right on point, because you're so used to just hitting those hipfire shots. Even if you want later on, you can add another map that is in shipment, like one that has stairs and stuff like that, just so you can get used to the mechanics of going up and down. You can also do this here. So for example, go to certain parts of the map where you can go up and down, like for example, go like this, and then simulate that you're dropping down on an enemy, right? Things like that. So yeah. Again, the most important thing is practice. Just practice. Let me know what you guys think. Peace out, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one.